If it feels like political ads are starting to ramp up once again, you're not imagining it. Reporter Natalie Haddad has what you need to know ahead of the runoff races that decide who Texans see on the ballot this fall.
All that election buzz back in March, well, it's not over. In fact, it continues in 4 days. We are not done picking our November midterm candidates. So in this week's Texas No Filter, we're at Cedric's Coffee Shop in Oak Cliff, pouring over what you need to know about the runoff election. Let's start with the timeline. First is April 27th. That was the last day to register to vote. You can check your registration status here. Make sure to take a picture of it, a screenshot, a mental note. Amazing. Next up is Friday, May 15th. That is the last day to vote by mail. And after that is Monday, May 18th. That is the start of early voting. It ends on Friday, May 22nd. Now, we highly recommend voting early to avoid, well, everything you see here. If you don't vote next week, the only other day you can is on Election Day. That is Tuesday, May 26th, and polls will be open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Republicans will have to choose candidates in these races. U.S. Senate, it's John Cornyn versus Ken Paxton. Attorney General, Mays Middleton versus Chip Roy. And Railroad Commission, Jim Wright versus Beau French. Democrats will have a few races to vote in too, like Lieutenant Governor, it's Vicki Goodwin versus Marcos Velez. Attorney General, Nathan Johnson versus Joe Jaworski. And these are just some of the races that are on the ballot. We also have races for Congress, Texas House, and State Board of Education. Now remember, whoever advances in the runoff election will go off to be on the ballot in the November midterm. And whoever wins in the November midterm, they're gonna go off to help shape policy in Texas, things that affect our everyday life, education, healthcare, immigration, and more. So the bottom line here is that election season in Texas is still very much alive. Make sure to get to the ballot box. And until next time, stay civil and stay caffeinated.